Well, the business end of the season starts here. We're at the final stages of all three major competitions. Can we win them all? Well, the next few episodes will go a big way to deciding that. Yes, hello, welcome into Livestreams Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter on Football Manager 22 here with Manchester United. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss an episode of Glory Hunter. It's getting pretty exciting now at the end of our 10th year, nearly at the halfway stage. And if you did miss the last episode, go and check it out. It'll give you some understanding of how we're at the stage that we are. The next three episodes we've already decided are going to be this next 6 games. Watford and Bayer Leverkusen today. Bournemouth and Bayer Leverkusen again tomorrow. And then Southampton and Man City, the game after that, or the episode after that, I should say. So today we're looking at the Premier League and we're looking at the first leg of the Champions League quarter final. And tomorrow, the Premier League and the second leg of that Champions League quarter final. So we're looking at European competition. Remember, if we beat Bayer Leverkusen, we end up playing the winner of either Lazio or Leipzig. We've stayed away from Man City, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid and AC Milan. So a fairly nice side of the draw, I would say, compared to what it could be. But we have to get past that difficult task that's going to be Bayer Leverkusen. They're struggling in Bundesliga this year. They're down in 5th or 6th position. They've just sacked their manager and hired a new one, so we'll see how they get on. But they are in the final 8 of the Champions League, so they're not going to be a pushover. Certainly not. The game against Watford, they are in 13th. What should be an easy game, but if we scroll up to the top here, you can see we won 3-0 the last time we played against them. Let's see if we can do that here. We'll look at the Premier League. We are currently 5 points clear. Played the same number of games as Manchester City. It's ours to throw away, and hopefully we don't do that over the next 8 league games. You can see below Manchester City, the teams below them have all played more games. So really it's a 2-horse race. And is it even a 2-horse race at this stage? If we mess up, it's a 2-horse race. But if we win at least 5 of the next 8, you'd imagine that would be enough to win this league title. It's going to be tough, and maybe that game against Man City in a couple of episodes' time is going to be a major talking point, a major reason we either win or lose this title. But today we play up against 13th place Watford, so let's show you the team for that one. We're going for a rotated side in this game. The backup team plays in the Premier League and the full strength one plays against Leverkusen in the Champions League. So Henderson in goal. That's because there's an injury to Galini, so we've actually got a young under-18 goalkeeper Sam Ballard on our bench. So hopefully no injuries to Dean Henderson today. Mbete and Guindo at the back, Lamptey at right back and Escudero at left back. Thielmann, Ravella and Nico the backup midfield. And the backup front three, Niang, Nusa and Willett up there. Double figures for all of those three at the front. And Willett nearly on 20. Not bad for someone who's mainly a backup player for us. Nearly 20 league goals. Let's get into it. Let's get the victory. So here we go, the game has begun. Watford playing a 4-4-2 formation. Let's see if we can try to exploit that. I'm not sure how we'd exploit it, but let's see if we can. As well, let's launch that ball long toward Nusa. Lots of players in the middle for us here. Nico being one of them, Willett being another, and it's just launched over the bar. Early on, though, we are dominating this one as Meslier launches it long. It's missed by Thielmann, but Guindo collects and finds Lamptey, who comes down this right-hand side. He's a pacey 5'5" right back. Often plays at left back for us though, but he's very, very fast. And they ended up losing the ball. And Watford have it now, and they come forward on their right-hand side. Softenland, Thielmann does well, screening there in front of the back four, collects it, and now Guindo finds Nico and Nusa, and back to Nico, who comes in field, switches a play toward Niang. Can he keep this ball in? Yes, he can. Back into Ravella, who's in a lot of space, as is Niang here. Can he finish? Well, that was kind of near the goalkeeper, but it somehow has went in. The keeper almost dived out the way of it. Ravella, the assist, Niang the goal. And we lead 1-0 here. Nice football. You can see Niang here comes in infield, ball into Ravella, and then he makes his run inside into that gap, hits it, and you can see the goalkeeper. He just kind of falls, the goalkeeper, doesn't he? It's not particularly in the corner, but we'll take it. Niang gets himself on the score sheet, and we lead 1-0. Lamptey with a throw into Thielman, back to Ravella, ball in toward Niang, and it's cleared away, but Mbete collects it. He drives forward the centre-back, finds Lamptey, can he put the ball in? Finds Niang, Willett, it's just wide of the goal. What a chance that was for us. It's out for a corner kick. Not sure who's going to take it. Is it maybe Nusa? It is indeed. He crosses into the front post, and Mbete heads it over the bar. The bar. Just looking at that Tottenham-Chelsea result from earlier on. Tottenham beat Chelsea 2-0. 2 goals for Zaniolo. Those of you who've been following the series from the start will know we had Zaniolo at Roma early on in our Glory Hunter here, as we've lost the ball, has Niang. And now Watford have a chance to build from the back, but they just launched it long, and Mbete collects it, finds Nico, over to Ravella. Willa, who dropped deep. Now ball forward to Niang, but it's been intercepted, and now comes to Mbete on this right-hand side. He comes forward, finds Lamptey in some space, plays the ball into Niang, back in toward Nusa, and it's cleared away by Castro. But Mbete will collect this, and will we try the other side, or are we going to try the right again? Oh, he's just lost the ball. He's just given it straight to Pepe there, who now moves down the right-hand side, and maybe we're going to give away a chance here. Pepe, ball into Jose Maria, and what a mistake from Mbete there. And Pepe cross the ball into Jose Maria, and it's back to 1-0. Probably undeserved, you'd say, for Watford, but nonetheless, they are back in this game. Highlight started again with us on the right-hand side. Lamptey into Niang, who gets challenged by Travis, and Travis gets past Ravella as well, but they've given the ball away to Thielman. Now we go up the left-hand side. Escudero into Nico, finds Nusa, who'll go down that left-hand side. Back into Nico now, and ball into the middle. Niang tucks that one in. They're going to be checking for offside. Looks like the goalkeeper kind of jumped very early on when that cross came in. But Niang's tucked that one in. We'll check to see if it's offside or not. And indeed, it is not. It's been given as a goal, and it's 2 for Niang. The assist by Nico this time. You can just watch the goalkeeper here. As the ball comes in from Nico, he kind of dies early. No chance. Niang can tuck that one in. Open goal. 2-1, the score. And our lead has been restored. But Watford have a chance again here. Jose Maria, who scored the goal for them earlier on in the match. Ball back to Pepe. Nearly the opposite way around. Pepe was provider for Jose Maria the first time, and this time it was nearly Maria provider for Pepe, but not to be, as we clear the ball away from the corner. Only as far as Jones though, and now Nusa heads it away. We're going to hold on hopefully to a 2-1 victory at half-time. And indeed we have. Half-time has arrived, 2-1 up, a bit more sketchy than I wanted it to be, so let's see if we can perform a little bit better in this second half and make it a little bit more comfortable. Give us some confidence going into this Leverkusen game. Nusa with the corner kick in toward Guindo, and it's through to Niang, and he's got himself a hat-trick. I'm not quite sure how it got through to Niang. We'll see in the replay, but he's got himself 3 goals today, and he's probably earned himself a little rest, hasn't he? Nusa, ball in here. The head on from Guindo, and I think Melee gets a touch on it, and Niang is able to sneak in at the back post and get himself a goal. A hat-trick for Niang, so we'll just bring on Michel, who's one of the best players in the world at the moment. That'll be fun, as Sancho's also come on. He's come on for Nusa in the left wing position. Imagine being 3-1 down against Man United, and then you see Michel and Sancho coming on. Life's not going to be any easier when that happens. Melee launches this one long for Watford. Jose Maria tries to get him behind Mbete there, but does not happen as Michel comes in field. He plays it into Sancho, and Sancho over toward Ravella on this right hand side. Can he get the ball back into the middle? No, he plays it back to Lamptey, who goes down the line himself, and he'll cross it in, and Willett gets his head on. It's just over the bar. Willett, not the tallest of players to play striker for us. I'm not going to call him a striker, because really he's an attacking midfielder, a left winger. Sometimes plays central midfield, but we play him up front. He's our backup striker. That's something we need to look at for next season, certainly, if we're still here. Getting ourselves another striker to back up Rashford and let Willett be a backup in other areas. Well, there's not really a backup striker. I say that Willett's not really a backup striker, but he has got nearly 20 goals this season, so it's not bad for someone who I'm classing as not a striker, as Ravella has it here. Back to Lamptey. There's only a couple of seconds to go, so this surely should just be playing the time out until the clock strikes 3 added minutes or 4 added minutes, however many it was. And we have won that game 3-1, and we do end up stretching our lead at the top of the table to 8 points now. Man City play later on today. We'll advance on, see how they get on, see if they can close the gap. Otherwise, 8 points clear with 7 games to go. It looks pretty good for us if it stays like that. It looks pretty good for us even 5 points clear. But let's see how we be fair, Man City have won 4-0 against Sheffield United, so they close the gap back up to 5 points. So that's Premier League done for today. We're on to Champions League. It's the first leg in the quarter-final. How will we get on against Leverkusen? Let's find out. Let's advance on, and we'll show you the team for that one. It's going to be a full-strength side. Right, so here we are, ready for the first leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League. Here's the team. Henderson, Fofana, Mustafa, Livramento and Guindo in the wide full-back positions. Ndidi, Bellingham, Stansfield, the typical midfield three in our fantastic front three. Michel, Sancho and Rashford. Let's get into it. Let's go get the win. Imagine a nice, comfortable 3 or 4-0 victory in the first leg. That'd be very nice indeed. So we are playing in our kind of whitey, bluey colour as our away strip today. So let's see how we get on as Leverkusen playing in their red and black stripes. Livramento, long ball over the top for Rashford. What a start this could be. Rashford dinks the keeper and we're ahead 1-0 inside 7 minutes. First chance of the game. Livramento, ball over the top. Rashford with his pace just destroys the centre-backs. And we are ahead 1-0. Good start there. Lovely finish from Rashford. Just a cheeky chip. The keeper goes down far too early. He chips it over him. 1-0 we lead. It was just really, really simple, that goal, wasn't it? Just a nice, simple ball over the top. As Ndidi has it here from this corner. Stansfield, it's not a corner, it was a throw-in. Stansfield just high and wide of the bar there. Mustafa's picked himself up a yellow card, and it's going to be a free kick for Leverkusen. Santos will take it. He curls it just off the top of the bar. That was our first shot of the game. And 20 minutes in, not really the most dangerous of ones. Burke throws it in, the left back. He is joining Manchester United. Probably isn't. We'll still be Man United manager, maybe, unless we've left by that stage. But Burke, the left back, he will be joining here for £107 million in the summer. So let's see if he plays well up against his future team as Luis plays it forward to Burke on this left-hand side. He advances on. Back into Luis, the ball in toward Diaby. It's cleared away by Fofana and Sancho collects. Ndidi forward to Stansfield. Here comes the breakaway. We break with pace. Stansfield, what's he going to do? He goes in the left-hand side. Ball towards Sancho. He turns, he hits it. It's off the frame of the goal. What an effort that was. Nearly a wonderful finish. And we've reached half-time and we're only 1-0 up. It's a game we've absolutely dominated, but we've only got one goal to show for it. A couple more in the second half would put my mind at ease, even though we've only seen one shot from Leverkusen so far. We know there are some pretty good players in this team. If they didn't have good players, they wouldn't be in the quarter-final of the Champions League. So hopefully we can do something a little bit different in the second half. We are going to have to make some subs though. Stansfield can come off. I'm going to bring Willard on for him and Ravella on for Bellingham and Mathieu for some fresh legs, I think, here with the 25 minutes to go in the second half. Livramento's forward here. He puts the ball in. It's headed behind for a corner kick. And we've brought Niang on as well instead of Michel on that right hand side. Niang obviously coming off that hat-trick in the game up against Watford. We still only lead 1-0. And it's dangerous to just be 1-0 up in a game like this. Let's see if we can get ourselves a second just before the end of the match. As Niang's in behind here. He comes forward down this right-hand side. Ball into the middle now. And Frimpong played it back to the keeper. And that was very calm for someone who is under pressure in his own goal line. And now we recycle the play on the left-hand side. Rashford comes across to the right now. What's he going to do? He goes down the right-hand side. Will he cross it in? He plays it back to Livramento. Over to Ndidi. Into Rashford. Ball in Niang. Nearly got himself his 4th goal of the episode. Not to be, though. We're still just 1-0 up. 2 shots for Leverkusen, 19 for us. It's the sort of game that they might go and get one. So let's see if we can get ourselves a second. Ndidi, forward to Ravella. Now to Niang on this right-hand side. Can he get past his man? He doesn't. He crosses it in and Frimpong clears it away. And now Leverkusen have a chance to break away. But Ndidi collects and Ravella forward toward Rashford. It's just kind of Route 1 football in some instances here as Burke launches it long. And Mustafa intercepts. Fofana forward toward Niang, but Burke wins the ball. Diaby switches the play to Ivanov on this right-hand side for Leverkusen. Ball back in. It's well intercepted by Ndidi. And then Willard and Cáceres back to Frimpong. Back to the wall defending here. Cáceres forward toward Frimpong on the right-hand side. And the assistant has raised his flag for offside. That was dangerous. We nearly conceded very late on. But the highlights are coming thick and fast. Now Niang wins the ball back. He hits off the crossbar. Goodness me, what a strike from Niang there. As there's 4 minutes added time. We're into the second of those. Sancho with the corner kick. He'll put it into the front post. Fofana heads it. It's punched away by the goalkeeper. Rashford collects it. He goes down the right-hand side. Can he cross the ball in? He does toward Willer, and that's just over the bar. Wow, we've had so many chances here. Leverkusen have had some too. Somehow the game's only finished 1-0. That early Rashford goal. And well, that got a bit exciting toward the end. But oh no, it was a pretty boring game. But exciting to the end. We'll take it as a 1-0 victory, and we have the second leg in the next episode back at Old Trafford. You'd say we've got to be favourites if we're holding on to a 1-0 lead coming back to Old Trafford. And you can see from the Premier League table, you can see in the right hand side of your screen, we're still 5 points ahead of Manchester City. So we have a game up against Bournemouth to come in the next episode, and the second leg of that one against Leverkusen. So if you are looking forward to that, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss an episode of Glory Hunter here as we get to the business end of this 10th season of the Glory Hunter Challenge. And until the next one, we'll see you then.